everybody. So I decided with the practice for the word problems on pages 9 and 10 in your packet, I would make a video so we could kind of walk through them together. If we were in school, I would be doing the same thing. So what I would suggest you do is maybe try the question on your own, or if you're having trouble getting started. Apparently I'm having trouble talking. Maybe see how I get started and then, try some on your own. Again, you should be following along in your packet, pages 9 and 10. So it says, determine the largest integer that makes the inequality true. So there's a couple different parts here. You first want to solve the inequality and then show your solutions on a number line. And then you'll have to answer the question what the largest integer would be that would make it true. So let's solve it first. I see parentheses, so I'm going to distribute. So I get 7x minus 21 is greater than 10x plus 12. From here, it's up to you. You could either bring the 7x over or bring the 10x over. I know some of you like to bring the smaller one over to the large one, but when I'm working with inequalities, I like to have the variable on the left. I think it saves on confusion when you go to graph and read the inequality. So I'm actually going to subtract the 10x over, which gives us negative 3x. Then I still have my minus 21 is greater than, that's gone, positive 12. All right, now I just have to get rid of that minus 21, so I'm going to add it. So we have negative 3x is greater than 33. Divide both sides by negative 3, and don't forget right here that special rule. If you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, your inequality sign changes direction. So now it's going to be x is less than instead of greater than negative 11. All right, I actually was about to circle that, but I'm not going to circle it because now we got to think about the answer to this question right here. What's the largest integer that makes that true? A lot of times if this is multiple choice, negative 11 is an answer, but think about this for a second. Could negative 11 be less than itself? No. So let's take a look at it on a graph. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let's take a look at it on a graph. All right, so I'm just going to draw my number line. Negative 11 is here. Now think about it. 0's off this way. So as you get further away from 0, your negative 12 is going to be that way. Negative 10 this way. So negative 11 can't be less than itself. So shade towards the numbers that are less than it. Right? Negative 12 is less than negative 11. And now it could be any decimal in here too, but another key part of this question is it says what is the largest integer, which is anything on the number line. So the first integer that we come to is negative 12. So negative 12 is the largest integer that makes that true. All right. 2 should look fairly familiar. It's very similar to the question about the skiing and trips up the hill from the last lesson. So it says a full year membership to a gym costs $300 up front with no monthly charge. So if you want to buy a full year, it's just $300. If you want to get a monthly membership, it costs $50 up front plus $35 per month. For how many months would it be less expensive to have a monthly membership? Set up and solve an inequality. Well, first of all, it says how many months. So that's where I'm going to begin. I'm just going to use m. So m equals the number of months. Define your variable. All right, so it wants to know when it would be less expensive to have a monthly membership. So when the monthly membership is less than a full year. All right, so the monthly membership costs $50 up front plus $35 per month. There's where your m goes. So $50 to start plus $35 per month, and we want to know when that's less than the $300 that it would be for a full year. All right, and let's solve it. So we'll subtract 50 So 35m is less than 250. Divide by 35. Don't have to change any symbols. Don't lose your less than sign. So we have 250 divided by 35. 7.142. So I'm just going to put that down, 7.14. All right, so it says for how many months would it be less expensive to have a monthly membership? You can't have a partial month, right? So what month is less than 7.14? It'll be 7 months or less. So if you're just going to be there for a short while, if you just wanted to have it for a few months, your better buy would be to go with the monthly membership. But if you're going to have 8 months or more, it's going to be cheaper for you to go with just the full year. All right, so think about that when you're getting, like looking at cell phone plans or, gym memberships or any type of membership. All right, number 3. When 3 times a number n, so it told us the variable, is increased by 12, the result is at least 32. Set up and solve an inequality. Well, that's pretty straightforward. 3 times the number n, increased by 12. The result is at least 32. Hey, Mom, I need at least $32 to go to the mall. So that means I want 32 or more. So it's greater than or equal to 32. For some reason, when we compare it to money, it's a lot easier. Oh, this looks familiar. We already did this one. Well, we'll finish it up. You just subtract and then divide by 3. It's the one where we got 6.6 repeating. Oops. Repeat. All right. Couple more questions here. So 15 less than twice the number is at most 23. So again, start there. If I want at most $23, I want 23 or less. That's where we begin. 15 less than twice the number. All right, I'm going to use n, I guess. N equals the number. 15 less than twice a number. So 2n. 15 less than that minus 15. All right, and then we'll just solve it. Plus 15, plus 15. And again, if you want to try setting any of these up on your own and then checking with me, it's not a bad idea. All that extra practice makes these a lot easier. All right, divide by 2. N is less than or equal to 19. Didn't ask for a number line or anything, so you're good. All right, 2 to go. When 6 is less than 3 times the number, when 6 less than 3 times the number is increased by 2, it's at least 5 times the same number decreased by 8. Whoa. Okay. Let's think about this for a second. First of all, does it tell us a number? No. So why don't we just use x? So let x equal the number. Now let's figure out where our inequality goes and what it is. When 6 less than 3 times a number is increased by 2, it's at least, there it is right there. So again, if I need at least 10, I need 10 or more. So it's greater than or equal to. That's where we're going to begin. Now whatever comes before it goes on the left. Whatever comes after it goes on the right. So 6 less than 3 times a number. Let's start there. 3x minus 6 is increased by 2. Okay, plus 2. Kind of weird looking, but that's okay. 5 times the same number, 5x, decreased by 8, minus 8. All right, so 6 less than 3 times a number, so 3x minus 6, is increased by 2, plus 2. It's at least, so greater than or equal to, 5 times the number, 5x, decreased by 8, minus 8. All right, let's simplify it down and solve. You can combine those, so we have 3x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 5x minus 8. Got to get those x's together. Again, I like to move The x is to the left-hand side when I'm working with inequalities, but it's up to you. If you're going the other way with it, just make sure your answer at the end matches mine. So negative 2x minus 4 is greater than or equal to, not just 8, negative 8. Add 4 to both sides. Negative 2x is greater than or equal to negative 2. And now right here, I'm dividing both sides by a negative. You know what to do. There's that special rule. X is now less than or equal to. And negative divided by negative is positive 1. Oh, you know what? I just realized negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. Probably going, what is she talking about? Negative divided by negative is positive 2. There's your answer. All right, last one. It's just matching, trying to figure out what's going to work out here. David wanted to go on an amusement park ride. A sign posted at the entrance said, you must be greater than 42 inches tall and no more than 57 inches tall for this ride. So we're trying to figure out what's going to model that. So you must be, let's start here, greater than 42 inches. So he has to be greater than 42, just greater than, not greater than or equal to. So can we eliminate anything? Well, look where 42 is. It's all backwards. 42 comes first. So if I switch these, if x is greater than 42, then 42 would be less than x. So wherever you see 42 is less than x, we'll keep. 42 is less than x. Yep. 42 is greater than x. No. 42 is less than x. Yep. 42 is greater than x. No. All right, so we're down to 2 choices. Let's look at the other part. No more than 57 inches. Think about that. No more than 57 inches. So could you be 57 inches? Yes. And it says no more. You can't be more than, so you have to be less than 57 inches. So let's find that one. X is less than 57 inches. Right there. So basically, your height can be anywhere between 42 and 57. This is saying you could be more than 42 or you could be less than 57. Well, we'll get into this next class, but you have to fit both descriptions. You got to be somewhere between. Because think about this. If it just said X is less than 57 inches, what if you're 10 inches? Not that that's how tall you are. So maybe you're, 20 inches. You're just a baby. Okay, you can't go on that ride, okay, because you still have to be greater than 42. So we'll talk about the difference between and or in the next lesson, but it's choice 1. Okay, let me know if you have questions. Have a great day.